Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jelly, aka Big Facts, and this is your boy.
Lex, what's the deal? What's the deal?
And you just tapped in the first to the party where we like to talk sports bets. Okay, now I would say let's get back into it, but I have to address the last time that I was on here. The last time we posted some bets and had some picks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have never went 0-4 before in my life, and I've been doing this for about 5 years now, these handicapping sports bets or whatever, and man, that was a catastrophe. It was terrible. I was so shocked that the lines were going that way and these games were going that way, man.
Bad night, bad night.
That was a bad night. That wasn't last night. That was the night before last. And oh my goodness. But we can't dwell on the past. As you know, or not, when you're handicapping or sports betting, you have to just go ahead and move on. You got to move on. You got to bounce back. You can't dwell on the day before because you're going to take losses sometimes, guys. So remember that. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. Hopefully when you win it, you're winning big. So that's what we plan on doing today. All right, so first up, we got the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Brooklyn Nets, or not so Brooklyn Nets tonight. This line opened up at 5.5, and it's currently sitting at 8.5, favoring Philly. So minus 8.5 for Philly. What you got?
Man, I'm real disappointed. Man, I was anticipating this game. Man, it was a big game on the cap. Man, it was, but I don't know. Maybe yesterday's game when they had to play like 3 o'clock against Minnesota, maybe it came in, played a part. But no Durant. No Blake Griffin, no LaMarcus Aldridge. Maybe Kyrie come back today, but
I think Kyrie's back in, but Harden's still out. So.
Yeah, James Harden out. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. The line is at 8.5.
It's out of control. That's an out of control line. That's ridiculous.
Why you say that?
Because this is still one of the top teams in the league. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even without KD, you still have one of the best players in the league that's going to be running the floor tonight, and Kyrie Irving. Now, I mean, Philadelphia, man, they showed me something the last time. I was off of them. I was fading them against the Mavs, you guys. I remember giving that out as one of my top dogs last time. I really felt like it was a Mav night, but the Sixers came out there and punished them. And Embiid, it may appear that he had a good game, but really he got to that line, I want to say 15 times he was at that line, and he got majority of his points at the free throw line, man. I don't know if that's going to be the case tonight, though. It may be, because I think Embiid is one of the top players in the league that can get to the free throw line. And that's where you put most of his points, so that kind of scares me tonight, especially with it looks like Philadelphia is going to have a full squad. I'm off this game. I can't bet this game.
Something telling me Brooklyn. Something telling me Brooklyn, because it's a big game. It's still a big game no matter what Durant and them out.
Brooklyn off a back-to-back. Yesterday they played an early game against Minnesota, where they smacked Minnesota.
We seen Embiid get to the line, and we seen him play against a team in Dallas that hasn't been what we thought they was going to be. They've been kind of disappointing too. A weak-minded team. This is a championship-minded team right here in Brooklyn. They've been in spots where we thought in back-to-backs when they went on a Western Conference trip. We thought they were in bad spots, and they came through and beat some good teams, top teams out west. They got championship on their mind. They both tied for first in the East. If Kyrie play today, I'm taking Brooklyn, because that means if he could easily just sit out tonight and just join the squad and be on the sidelines. But if he go out there and play, that means they're motivated to play, and they got the defensive players down low against Embiid to make a difference.
I don't think it's enough, though. I don't think it's enough, honestly. Not the way Philly been playing. No. And they at home still.
I think it was the last game against Dallas. Man. It looked like if you just double Embiid and make everybody else beat you, you got a shot. Kyrie not gonna come out there and play with him.
So you're saying DeAndre Jordan then is just gonna give Embiid a hard time?
I just think
he's gonna give him a lot of fouls.
I just look at DeAndre Jordan and Claxton. These players are better defensive players than what Dallas was giving up, and Dallas was very small. Dallas played very small, and then when you put Boban out there, he can't move on the perimeter with Embiid. But DeAndre Jordan and Nick Claxton gonna make something happen. And then offensively too, Jeff Green, Joe Harris, those boys, they play. Uncle Jeff and Dirty Joe, they play. They come out there to play. If Kyrie play, that means they motivated. That means they're motivated to play. That means he's motivated, because, like I say, he could easily just sit down and just It's nothing. I think he gonna come out motivated. He just lost to the Lakers. He was pissed off, got ejected. He could come out there and probably go crazy, get him fixed. Where Luka couldn't hurt them at, Kyrie can hurt them. He can handle the ball.
I can't disagree with you on this one, babe. I really can't. Especially with the Nets having a revenge spot right now against Philly. They got revenge against Philly. And Philly, I think when I was checking out their schedule, I felt like they were kind of in a bad spot. They were in a bad spot. I feel like this line keep moving up. I might be forced to take the Nets, because like I said, this is a top team out here. They not no slouch. Nah. They're still a good team even without KD and Harden on the floor. They have learned during the season to adjust without their stars.
They play a lot of games without KD.
Close games. So if you guys are on the Nets, I can't argue you off of them. If you're taking Philly tonight, I couldn't say don't take.
They got some trends for them too. They go both ways. They 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games as roll underdogs.
That's the Nets.
That's the Nets, but how often are they underdogs? How often were they underdogs?
Is that like a last 6 games, or is that like the season?
Last 6.
Oh, okay.
Then it said they also 0-5 against the spread the last 5 games following the ATS win. So I mean,
yeah, because
but there's nothing. There's nothing far as winning on the 76ers side trend wise over here. It's just over and unders.
That sound covers, but like if you looked at their trends like on the year, like as home favorites or after a win, it'd be extremely high. I know that. It'd be high for the Nets too. Like not ATS
not ATS, but like wins
because they're not known to cover. But as dogs though, I think they might be able to come out like I'm not afraid to take them as dogs. I think that
they're damn good. They're damn good
I might have to
as a favorite, but when they're hunting, like when they were doubted,
that trend real quick.
You got to remember when they were doubted earlier this season, and they said they couldn't play defense, and they lost to Cleveland a couple times, and they lost some close games earlier this season when they couldn't mesh. Then they went on that run when they were motivated, and had a chip on their shoulder, and they were pissed off. They went on a run. They're gonna be pissed off because they're underdog. Kyrie's already pissed off because he lost. And they got motivation to be first in the East. It's going to be a nice game tonight. Everybody thinks it's going to be kind of weak because, KD out. It'll be some shit if KD just jumped in. It's a big game. It's a big game. It's a big game. If you ain't already got Brooklyn, you better jump on it now because Kyrie announced he's playing. He's not on the injury report today, so.
I think he's already in. Yeah, I think the line is just already adjusted to him playing. Do you think, or you think it will go down if? You think it would be closer with Kyrie? I don't know.
I think that they got it at 7.5. They had it at 7.5, 5. And then when KD went out, it went up 3 points.
They got Brooklyn covering on the season 5-3 as away underdogs. So that puts them at 5-3, 62%. 62%. At covering that line. So I mean, hey, that's not a bad trend. You are catching these guys at dogs, and I think a lot of people might be scared off of them because their bigger stars are out, and the way Philly punished the Mavs is kind of like it creates this illusion. You guys got to remember, this is sports entertainment. They love to create an illusion for the public bettors to be like, oh yeah, Philly's just been dominating, and then Brooklyn is without the people that could compete with Philly, but that don't mean they won't be to come in here and still cover the 8.5. You gotta remember,
man, this, like she said, it's sports entertainment, but you gotta remember, the biggest villain in sports is Kevin Durant. And they want him, and Kyrie Irving, they don't like them too. The media do not like them, and they try to portray them as bad as they want. You gotta remember that the Western Conference is gonna have that face, and the East gonna be that heel. This team is better as dogs. They play better with a chip on their shoulder when they got something to prove. You might see my man play tonight, KD. I'm gonna lean with the Nets.
Yeah, 12 games.
Ooh. Cavaliers.
Garbage bag, trash. This game is trash, bro. Oh, at least Rozier's in tonight, I see.
I don't know. Is he in?
Oh, yeah. They
say it.
This doesn't give like the updated for the day.
For the day, try to get it for the day. I think Rozier is in.
Okay, so we got the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers at home tonight. This game will be kicking off at 7 p.m. And The Charlotte Hornets are currently favored at -3. The line opened up at -4, so it has moved into the favor of Cleveland. I don't really have anything for this game. The last time they played the Hawks, I knew they were going to be in a bad spot. Like, they were in a bad spot. That was on Sunday. I had the Hawks that game. And everybody, all of the Sharps and everybody, like all of the Cappers were on the Hornets. But I knew they were in a bad spot. And then I told you, the next time that they play, just fade the Hornets. Because their team is just not the same team anymore. In this spot, though, I lean the Hornets. I lean towards the Hornets coming off those 2 losses. They lost to the Hawks, and then they lost last night to the Lakers. I thought the Lakers was in a bad spot last night because they were like on their 5th road game out of 7 days. And I just felt like they were going to be just ready to go. But, man, the Lakers was like, we in this thing. And they brought it to the Hornets. And the Hornets, they just... Rozier, is Rozier in tonight?
Yeah, Rozier is in, and I'm seeing something right now that
they could be. They could actually come out and win this game.
Well, right
I lean Hornets, but I don't have an official play on this game.
What's crazy is I'm checking multiple injury lists, and Cleveland is getting points, but Jared Allen is back. Larry Nance is back.
Oh wow.
These guys is back in the game.
In the lineup, huh?
So here you see out, Dylan Wheeler and Damian Dotson are both out, and here it's day-to-day. But when I went over here to action, them boys is in.
Ooh.
So now, only question mark is Darius Garland, who's questionable. Cleveland has been winning games as of late. And I say that because the play-in tournament, you got to be the 10th seed. Cleveland is right now 19-34. Chicago's 22-31. In the win column, they're 2 games behind them. Kevin Love is back in the lineup. I mean, they're a young team that's supposed to be losing to get a draft pick. It doesn't make sense to bring the veteran back. You want to play your young players, get them experience and playing time. But Kevin Love playing. Now Jared Allen's out of the concussion protocol. Larry Nance is like he back. They have been stringing on wins. Cleveland was one of them tough teams that earlier this season they played in as tough. Now Kevin Love back. Them young players and Sexton them got some playing time. They might be trying to win. Right now they underdogs against a wounded Charlotte team that's been fluttering.
This looked like I didn't even know Jared Allen and Larry Nance was back in.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
I seen it earlier, but I was like, nah, they just might be missing something. But then I just keep seeing it, and I'm like, I seen it here, I seen it again on another. I'm like, what's going on? So
is it under iShark? Are they saying that they're in?
I didn't check under iShark. Trend wise, Cavaliers are 4-0 in their last against the spread in their last 4 Wednesday games. I don't really count those. I don't really count those, but and there's nothing on Charlotte's side.
Cleveland is getting 5 points.
Something
I feel like
up.
I should have maybe paid a little bit more attention to this game for you guys. You know,
I said like last night when I seen this game. When I seen it last night and I seen it +3, I liked it. I said I liked it last night. I was laying in bed, not because I thought Rozier would be out. But if those guys is back, I like it even more. They're a different dynamic with Larry Nance and Jared Allen defensively. Is he saying he out? It says upgraded to probable. Jared Allen is probable.
And Larry
Nance. Damian Dotson. Sexton. Yeah, Garland is questionable. I think
Sexton's questionable too.
Yeah, Sexton's questionable too. I think they're going to play. I think if Larry Nance and Jared Allen is playing,
PJ Washington is out again.
PJ Washington out. This is right here. You got to catch that line. This is a catch that line. I think Charlotte. Charlotte
jump on the Cavaliers, guys. I might have to. Let me write that down really quick. Where's my pen?
Let me put some money down on them suckers now. Cavaliers +3. That's the play, man. That's the play. Hey, this is a
reverse.
Live. We catching something live, man.
I didn't pay no attention to this game because I'm on one game for real tonight, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know what that is soon. Come on, baby, let's move on because we got 12 games on the board and we can't have an hour long.
I'm heavy on this game right here. All these boys out.
Ooh, so Toronto Raptors, we got hosting this San Antonio Spurs. This line opened up at favoring the Spurs -3.5. It is currently sitting at -5.5 for the Spurs. We know that the Raptors haven't been playing too well. The Spurs are starting to try to bounce back and make a run. What do you got, babe?
I see all these guys out. No Van Fleet. No Gary Trent Jr. No Gary Trent tonight. They just wounded. This is a team that's just ready to pack it in and just go home. They've been like I heard something earlier. Them boys been. This is a throwaway season for them. You know, they're not even in Toronto. They're not in the playoffs now. This is a throwaway season for these boys. They got paid. The Spurs are in the playoffs. Spurs are trying to make the playoffs. They're fighting in their 10th spot right now. They've been playing better basketball as of late. Actually picking up wins. Trend-wise.
The Raptors are ice cold.
Ice cold,
so
man.
Cold. But it wasn't even worth me wasting my time trying to look at their trends or any of that. I don't know what they've been doing over there. I kind of feel like they might just be looking ahead to next season, and just be done with it.
The crazy thing is, Spurs is 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games, following a straight-up win of more than 10 points.
Yeah, they've been. The Spurs are. I feel like they might just now be starting to heat up. So as far as looking at those trends in their last 6 games and stuff, it might be hard to follow those right now because they're just now starting to make a little bit of noise. And
another thing is too, they may have hit their stride since LaMarcus Aldridge has been gone too. Playing faster. You see they got a lot of, they're very small with the young guys, young kids, and Keldon and Derek and DeJounte. They do play defense. Them young players, they get up and they play fast.
I mean, the Raptors played last night, right? They played last night.
Oh, yeah, they got popped, I think, last night.
I think the Spurs are on their 5th road game. They're on their 5th road game right now. But I don't know if that's going to really play.
Man, the Raptors don't have no Bembry's not even playing. No Gary Trent, no Van Fleet, no Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, they need to be popping these boys tonight. Yeah. The Spurs need to be popping the Raptors tonight. That's what they need to be doing.
I think popping them go in there and take advantage of them and beat up on them. Man, it's just they have nothing right now.
And we have nothing because I ain't messing with it. We got Zion and the New Orleans Pelicans hosting the New York Knicks tonight, you guys. The line is opening up at 2.5 in favor of the New Orleans Pelicans, and now it's up 0.5 point, currently sitting at -3 for the Pelicans. And the Knicks have been on a roll. I'm kind of confused why they're not favored in this game. I'm really confused why they wouldn't be favored in this game. What do you got, Lex?
They're not favored because of Zion Williamson.
Yeah, but you're talking about the best defense, arguably the best defense in the league right now.
Man, that man is King Kong. He then went for 39, at least 39 in the last 3 games, and it was against elite company. That's why they're doing that. Zion he's looking to be putting it all together right now. He's looking like he's putting it all together. The flip side of it is he going up against Drew Randall. If he King Kong, that's King Kong Jr. And he got some revenge against New Orleans because they traded him. So no, actually he left New Orleans and went to New York. But it's a good matchup. Defensively, Randall and Zion go at it. Randall not go back down from Zion Williamson. Julius Randle, one of the best defensive players in this league. Where it come down at is Brandon Ingram. Where's the matchup? I mean, RJ Barrett's the young boy ready.
I mean, we have no Lonzo Ball tonight.
Yep, no Lonzo.
No Lonzo tonight. So,
it's a good matchup, man. It's a good matchup.
I'm not on this game, so I really couldn't tell you. It's not really it's a lot of games on the board, but it's not a lot of games that I can find any edges that I like that was okay, this is a play for me. But
one thing I would say is
been leaning towards the Knicks. Honestly, I've leaned a strong lean towards.
I like the Knicks as dogs. I like them as underdogs when they have nothing to lose and everybody's expecting them to lose.
Yeah,
they play so much better.
Zion looks so freaking fat right there.
He is big.
He looks so fat on a little 2K screen. He ain't that big. But he big, but he ain't
the strength of these Knicks though. You get Randall and he get going, and RJ Barrett get going, and they get to shooting the ball with Bullock. But when Rose and Quickly get in that game and Burks, that bench, they attack. And they play defense still. And the thing here is a lot of injuries with Lonzo not playing. Mm-hmm. I think Nickeil Walker is out too. And I think you'll see Kyra Lewis. He's a rookie. They will cut his water off. When you get to this bench, no James Johnson tonight either. Where is it going to come from? Where's the scoring going to come from? At least here in New York, they got it here. But when Rose and Quigley get in that game and Alec Burks, they attack. I think I put a money. This is official play. I took the Knicks. Knicks are 4-0 against the spread the last 4 meetings after scoring 100 or more points. 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 road games as a road underdog. 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 when their opponent allows 100 or more points in their previous game.
I thought you were leaning towards the
Knicks.
The Pelicans.
No,
The way you was
Knicks.
talking, though. It sounded like you was talking like
Yeah, I'm scared as I am.
You want some gumbo tonight, baby?
No, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead.
Louisiana.
No, I'm going to put my Timbs on tonight. I'm going to put my Timbs on.
Oh, your New York
I'm going
steppers.
to put my Timbs on. And I'm going to play some DMX tonight. And I'm going to go with the Knicks, man. They 5-0 against the spread their last 5 games following the ATS win.
You got to take that. You got it. That's a better,
Yeah.
or as a capper or whatever you
They in the
want to call it.
playoffs, too. Both teams are fighting in the playoffs, but the Pelicans are on 5 in their last 5 Wednesday games. 1-4 in their last 5. 1-4 in their last 5 games following the ATS win. So it's a good game. It's a good matchup. I'm gonna go Knicks though, man. They in the playoffs. They fighting hard. They a good defensive team, so at least they can hold them down. And I think everybody is underestimating RJ Barrett in that matchup against Brandon Ingram. So I'm gonna lean Knicks.
I lean Knicks too, but I don't have an official play on this, guys.
Official play.
All right, next game on the board. We got
Smack City.
the Chicago Bulls taking on us.
Smack City.
14 days. Orlando Magic, 2 week. 2 week. That's what we call 14-day teams. 2 week. Y'all get it?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, 14 days. Stay 2 weeks. All right. Well,
we ain't got to even talk about this game, man. I told y'all about these bums, man. They bums.
Man, the line opened up at the Chicago Bulls -9.5, and it's still at -9.5. I'm not sure how much it's moved throughout the day.
I took the
Let
Bulls,
me check
man.
out the line movement. It's not. It's a flat line. Like it's a flat line. Like you know what I'm saying. There's no heartbeat. There's no pause. There's no. It's a flat line.
They scared to take the Bulls.
Look at the money.
It's all on Chicago.
Money right there.
I'm going Chicago.
Yeah, we got. Look, you guys. I don't know how many times you guys check out the bet percentage versus the money that's coming in, but I keep an eye on that for sure as a handicapper. Right now, I'm looking at Chicago with 43% of the bets, but 83% of the money. So it's looking like Chicago could be that play. I might just follow the money tonight. Because I really don't have too many, and I'm not taking a lot of bets because I'm not really feeling a lot of these games, but I really don't have too many bets, and I might just follow the money. I think I'm starting to like the Knicks a little bit more. The Bulls, they play. Look, man, they got that revenge game on deck. Don't forget that. They play Memphis. They just lost to Memphis the other game. I was on the Bulls that game. Again, I'm just like, what's going on? So the Bulls got smacked by Memphis.
Yeah,
and,
but that's a good team.
They play
Memphis is a good
tomorrow.
team. That's a good team, man.
It's a little bit of a look ahead, you guys. So don't forget that Orlando Magic can creep up in there and get a little cover. Be careful on this game tonight, you guys.
Earlier this season, the Bulls smacked Orlando when they had Vucevic and Gordon. Now they got Vucevic, and they ain't got Gordon.
And Vucevic was traded, so it's just like a little.
Yeah.
Go back and show out on him.
I think he was ready to get traded, so I don't think he that pissed off at them.
They don't have to be mad to want to just, hey, look what y'all missing. You remember me?
Yeah, look what I'm doing now.
You don't gotta be mad.
I took the Bulls, man. I don't think they playing around with these boys. I think it's a smack.
What you saying is they 20 point?
Probably like a 25er.
Oh my!
I think the Bulls get it together today. I think the Bulls get it together today. Kobe White gotta wake up. Marking it off that bench. I like marking it off that bench. Pop City.
Hey, marking it off of any bench.
Yeah, he a good piece. I like marking it. Ooh. I jumped on this last night.
Oh my goodness.
I caught it at 10.
This game is crazy.
It's a revenge spot for the Pistons.
All right, so we got the Detroit Pistons taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. This line opened up at 250 freaking points and it's now down to 1. No, I'm just playing. I believe this line opened up. The Clippers were -10.5, and now they're only -3. So, and I know that line changed drastically like that only because of some injuries that came in, or not injuries, but just like I mean, Kawhi was already out, and then Paul George decided to take a rest because he played last night. So we don't really have too many players playing in this game. But they just played 2 nights ago. And actually, this is the second game for the Pistons. So the Pistons haven't played anybody in between this spot. The Clippers played last night. And they popped through. They played last night. You remember that?
Indiana.
Yeah.
They smacked Indiana.
They smacked Indiana.
Here, they played recently, Sunday. They played Sunday. They lost by 7.
The Pistons covered that line.
They covered that line. They lost by 7 in L.A. Now they come back home to Detroit. Reggie Jackson and Luke Kennard and Marcus Morris are returning. That kind of scared me. But
you got it at a good line, though.
I caught it at 10.5. I think the Pistons come out here and actually beat the Clippers.
I ain't gonna say that much.
They could beat the Clippers. I think they get some revenge.
I'm gonna try that.
Tonight they won't have Rodney McGruder and Dennis Smith, but they are going to get. And I'm seeing that he is starting.
The boy's back.
Yes. Killian Hayes is back.
And Grant is back, too.
Jeremy Grant is back.
He's been out for a minute.
Killian been balling since he been back. He been on a minutes restriction. I'm hearing that he might be off that minutes restriction tonight. Very active.
Yeah, we got Reggie Jackson and Luke Kennard returning back.
Yeah, Schmurder and Livernois Luke coming back.
It's gonna be an interesting little game. I might actually tune into this game, but I actually don't have any official plays. When I first looked at this game, the first thing I thought was the Clippers' first half. But that was when I thought Paul George, at the very least, or Kawhi Leonard would step in and Paul George would rest. I was like, okay, the line was at 10. Clippers might still be able to come back in first half, but second half, I was thinking the Pistons might be able to come in with the cover, so I didn't have an official play on the whole game, but I did like the Clippers first half. So, but I don't really have that as an official play anymore since this line has dropped down, and it's just kind of crazy. Sometimes you guys got to jump up off a game and just be like, that's not the game. You know, I know as a public bettor, we tend to see games and just want to bet multiple games, like a lot of games, but really you have to learn to just only bet a few games and try to bet them at odd numbers, 3 or 5. That way, if you bet 3 and you get a 2 and 1 night, you still profit. Or if you bet 5 and you get a 3 and 2 night, you still profit. Or, like I like to bet those type of numbers, like a 3, 5, 7. Type nights. I wouldn't even go up to 7, honestly, but you ain't gonna really find that many games unless you're throwing in NHL and MLB, which we do occasionally throw in some of those, but that's just not gonna be happening tonight. All right, you guys, on to the next game.
You want to do this paper?
Even though there is some MLB games that's really good. I don't know how much you guys follow baseball, but there is some MLB games that's
I got somebody coming, man. We might do some baseball, man. Yeah,
we're gonna try to bring everything to this channel for you guys. It's going to be picking up and getting a lot better soon. So just hang in there with us. You never know.
It's coming up.
When we do make it and we do get it as much views as we like, you guys start leaving some comments. We're going to remember the people that was rocking with us and riding with us from the first beginning. So start putting them comments down there so I can start, saying, hey, I remember him from the very first beginning, yo. We might have some merch to send out to people when we do get that stuff started. You know what I'm saying? We got some gifts and, all of that. So you guys just make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and, just make a comment, put your picks down there for the night. All right, so we got the Houston Rockets taking on the Indiana Pacers. This line opened up at -5.5, favoring the Pacers. Now it is down 1 point to 4.5. So, of course, we got money coming in on the Houston Rockets. We shaking your head. What you got? This is another trash game to me. These games are not good. Like, they're just not that good tonight. It's a bunch of them, but it's not.
I think Miles Turner returns tonight.
He might. Yeah, I seen him questionable.
Yeah, McDermott's questionable too.
So it's the Pacers.
I'm not gonna say that because, like I said yesterday, they got some pro players in Houston now.
Yeah, and they've been competing, man.
Yeah, Wall is motivated because he's trying to get another contract. Kevin Porter Jr. got released from the Cavaliers. He's got something to prove. Kelly Olynyk just got traded from Miami over there. He like, hey, damn, I was just in the playoffs. He a little pissed, like, damn, so I ain't no reclamation project. Christian Wood just coming back, you know what I'm saying? Then the thing is, DJ Augustine is out. Him and Sterling Brand
that's not good.
They're both out. But Avery Bradley, defense. He'll be in there. And Kenyon Martin Jr. has been playing with a lot of energy off that bench, dunking on fools. So they played last night, Indiana.
They did.
They might be caught in a flat spot right here. I know Miles Turner is returning. They're the better team. They're in the playoffs. I mean, they should win here.
So really cap this game. I know Houston has revenge. The line is a lot shorter than I thought it would be. I don't trust the Pacers. I just don't. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They haven't been consistent enough for me to be backing them in this spot. They are off a loss last night to the Clippers, which was a much better team. Not as good as it could have been because the Clippers was missing their star players. But Houston has been showing us something. They've been coming out here and they've been keeping it close with some of the best teams.
Competitive, very competitive.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm not on this game, guy. I have no official play or lean for this game. I don't even want to give out a lean.
Pacers are so cold, man. They 1-7 ATS in their last 8 games as a favorite. 0-8 ATS in their last 8 games after allowing more than 125 points in their previous game.
So the lean would have to be Houston.
Would have to be.
No,
man.
I'm not gonna say that officially.
They would have to be. I mean, it's a revenge spot, back to back.
Officially want to move on to the next game.
Yeah, let's go.
And I wish you guys luck if you're on that game because I just don't see it. I don't see anything. And if you see any edges or any angles or anything that has you believing that each side is highly motivated, please leave that in the comments. I want to see it. I want to know it because you could change my mind and have me put some money somewhere. You guys be a help to me like we're a help to you guys. Should show some love. You feel me? We got the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on Golden State tonight, guys. Golden State opened up -10. Now they are up to 11.5. Oh my goodness, man. When I tell you, I was just so like, where is this Steph Curry coming from? We haven't seen him in a very long time, you guys. When they played the Nuggets, they upset the Nuggets. So Golden State is off an upset win right now. They gave the Nuggets everything they had. I mean, Steph came out there. He couldn't miss. He was on fire, man. And he broke a record that night. He passed Wilt Chamberlain's record.
Yep.
I'm like, look at Steph. I mean, oh my God. I mean, I know Jamal Williams went out. And that hurt because we had the Nuggets. Yeah. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Jamal Murray. I'm tripping. Well, you had the Nuggets at -4. And I ended up falling asleep on that game because I seen the way Steph was coming out. I seen how he came out on fire. But while he was doing all of that, the Nuggets were still up. They were still up. And I was like, all right, we should be good because they giving everything they got and they're still down. But, man, I woke up and my money wasn't in my bank. I said, oh, no, what happened? So, look, man, I don't really know. It's not really too much that I have on this game at all. I'm so sorry today. I don't really have a lot of angles and trends because I started looking at these games and I'm like, what? There's nothing. There's not too much to go on.
Both of these teams cold, man. It's just basically who you gonna take.
Cold as in trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
all the trends is going the other way. You know, the Warriors is showing some light. They got all their players playing. They're more healthier.
And OKC played last night, and they covered against the Jazz. You know what? I am so done with the Jazz. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what to say about the Jazz. They let OKC keep it close for what? Why? When they were off a loss to the Wizards the night before, they
got Dortz back. Dortz came back, and he had 42.
Man, look.
It's a trash game. I'm not playing it. I ain't got no. I mean, I'll lean Golden State just because they're better. And
let me see if I had something. I don't think I had.
I know Golden State is the better team, and Oklahoma City is trying to lose, trying to develop some of these younger players. So I don't think Dre Miner is gonna let them they got too much pride to let them boys come out there and
maybe the Warriors still. Maybe
smack
let me see.
I think the Warriors smack them up. They put their hands on them.
Oh, the Warriors play tomorrow. And the Warriors been hot their last 5 games. Like, don't look now. They haven't been all that well this season, but their last 5 games, you guys, they've been actually pretty hot. I don't know if you see any trends, but I think I had looked up some trends last night. I didn't care to write them down, but
they 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 Wednesday games.
Last 6 Wednesday games, no. I think they've been trying to look like they've been trying to make some noise a little bit. So, because Oklahoma City gave some good effort last night to Utah, they could be slouching tonight, and the Warriors can actually come out there and actually steal a cover, you guys, ATS wise and a win. If I had to do anything, if I had to take anything, money line the Warriors. Why not? Money line them. You know they're gonna win. OKC ain't trying to win.
Throw them
take
in the
money line. Shoot. What do we got? Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Dallas Mavs. You guys, this is my game of the night. I don't know how you feel about this game, but once again, I'm going back to the well and jumping on the Dallas Mavs to not disappoint me tonight, to come out full strength, full squad after that embarrassing ass, forgive my language, loss. Oh my God. And go ahead and punish Memphis. Now, it's not going to be an easy task. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like they're going to come out here and make some noise, bro. The Mavs been looking like ass, man. And this is their spot. This is their spot. This is their spot, you guys. I'm all over the Mavs tonight. I was all over the Mavs from a couple nights ago when I think I was on there the night that Memphis ended up beating the Bulls. I told you how I was trying to cap the next game for the Bulls in Memphis because I couldn't really cap that game, and I wanted to see how things played out that night. I knew that Memphis was going to see Dallas in between the Bulls, so I was trying to put it together. Like if they win here or they lose here, you know how you look at the schedule and you try to put it together. And when I did that, I got Dallas beating the Mavs. You know what I'm saying? I felt like if they lost the other night, that they were going to come in with highly motivated to get this win here. This is a conference game. You know what I'm saying? What do we got here, babe? What do we got with the standings for Dallas and Dallas and Memphis? I think Memphis is like a couple games behind Dallas, maybe 2 games.
Can you check on your covers? Yeah. Can you check on your covers for the injury report for that game? Because I think I see something. Try Arshard. In the West, the Mavericks are 7th right now, and the Grizzlies are 8th. Mavericks are 29-24, and the Grizzlies are 27-25. I think I seen some on this injury report.
For who?
Memphis. Okay. All right. Yeah, they still out. Okay.
What you got?
I thought I seen something from Memphis.
You thought Winslow or
Jaren Jackson was back.
Oh, okay.
And Melton, but I know Brandon Clark is back. I know Memphis is at home. I know Memphis has been playing better. I know Memphis has a lot of games.
Memphis has been playing lights out.
Yeah.
They've been playing really good.
They are at home.
I keep saying I hate to bet against Memphis, but I don't know what it is about this Dallas team, yo. I just feel like they're going to go far. Like, I feel like they're the team that the NBA wants to push to be good. You know what I'm saying? Because of Luka Doncic and Porzingis. So, I mean, when you got the NBA wanting to push this team to be good, wanting them to be like the face, like Luka being the face, you know what I'm saying? Then it's hard for me to, not get behind them, especially in spots like this. They're coming off some losses, man. 2.
Yeah, they are.
2 losses, and tonight is their night. It has to be. I got big money on this game. If I do not cash tonight, I promise you, I will never say anything about the Dallas Mavs. I will never give out the Dallas Mavs again, but I got money on them tonight. This is the only official play I have right now is the Dallas Mavs taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, guys. And I also like the Bulls tomorrow to get their backs on Memphis. So I'm giving that like as ahead, like this already ahead of the line. Like I like the Bulls to beat Memphis tomorrow at home. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What you got? What do you have on this game? Do you have anything on this game? Like, which way are you leaning? Tell me something because I got money on this and you're not really speaking on it.
I'm gonna tell you this because I love you and I don't want you to lose money.
I don't want to lose my money.
I don't like Dallas here.
So what's keeping you off of them? What don't you like?
Memphis is hot. Memphis is ready to win, and they have revenge on Dallas.
Yeah, I know that.
They got revenge on Dallas. They are at home. And if Memphis is going to lose, they're going to lose tomorrow to Chicago, the hotter team.
They are going to lose to Chicago tomorrow.
So if they're going to lose to they're going to lose to the hotter team. They're not going to lose to a team that's cold. We got to remember, this Dallas Maverick team were in spots where they should have won and should have covered, and they didn't. They flatlined against Houston. They just outright lost to Houston. They flatlined the next game. They flatlined against Philly. Now we're here with Porzingis, and he may come back and try to play. But this Memphis team is just hot. They hot, and they playing hard. And they know they got a lot of games coming up.
Okay, so one thing I noticed when I studied Dallas, I didn't really study them today too much for this game because I had been already looking into them a lot. Like, they get up for big games, so I was really surprised when they didn't beat Philly. Porzingis set out, so you can't expect for them to win without their two stars on the floor. But usually they get up for big games and they actually win. Like they beat Utah. Let me go to the whole game log. Oh my goodness, you guys, bear with me. So I can go back over some of these games a little bit to let you know, like, when they play big games, they usually come out. They beat the Milwaukee Bucks a few days ago. They beat Utah. They beat Boston. They beat who else they beat? They beat Portland twice this year. They beat the Clippers once. They beat Denver. They beat all of the good teams. They beat Brooklyn. They beat Brooklyn and way back. I mean, as I go up their list, they get up for big games and they usually beat the good teams. I'm not saying that Memphis is in the same league or category as Brooklyn, Utah, Milwaukee, but right now Memphis is hot, and this is a conference game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, this is a big game because Memphis is right behind them.
And then after those losses, I think that Dallas is going to want to come out and get this win here.
I think they looked ahead to Philly and they are so emotionally invested in Philly.
I don't think so because I feel like if they were emotionally invested into Philly and they looked ahead to Philly, then Porzingis would have been in that game.
He should have been in that game.
But he would have set out the game before and been in that game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't think they were looking ahead to Philly. I think they were looking ahead here. I think they wanted this win more. I really do.
Right now, if they lose this game, that inches Memphis just that much closer to them because they're right behind them. And I think if Memphis is just...
Let me see if they see each other again. I know we're taking a long time on this one.
This game is a tough game, man. This is a tough game right
here. Bear with me. I want to see if Dallas and Memphis meet back up again this season. I don't know.
No, they don't. They do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do. They do. That makes me not like Dallas, but kind of feel like that Memphis could squeeze out a win and then Dallas can come back later on and beat them. But if Dallas doesn't win here, they off 2 losses. I don't like that. Who do they play next? They play Knicks. New York at home on the road. And they play.
Wait,
they'll be on a home game. They'll be at home for like the next 6 games. That's their first home game. They were just at home to Philly. They lost at home. They got embarrassed, though. Look, you got to bounce back after that type of embarrassment, though. You lose to the Spurs, and then you're at home, and then you let Philly come in and smack you up like that, man. I'm keeping my money on Dallas, bro. If I lose tonight, I'm keeping my money on Dallas, you guys.
You know what's the thing that makes me feel better about Dallas? Is I expect them to lose against the Knicks tomorrow. Knicks got some revenge.
But you expect the Knicks to win tonight. Don't ever look into games like that, guys. Y'all gotta just look at the games that's right in front of you.
You gotta look at right.
Because when you start looking ahead of the schedule, it just makes you more confused. Trust me.
You think long, you think wrong.
Yeah, don't do that. I do that sometimes, and then I'll be like, I wish I would have just focused on this game that's right in front of me because. Like you said, study long, study wrong, and then they try to put you in the mind like, oh, if they win here, then they lose there, and then, I mean, it's actually not a bad thing to do sometimes, but you can't do it all the time. All right, we're gonna have to move on, you guys. But I'm officially on the Mavs. I ain't gonna tell y'all to hop on there. You don't have to hop on there with me, but I'm on the Mavs -3 tonight. Dang, man, I really wish you was on there too, babe. I would feel better about it, honestly.
I think I'm on.
But I don't want you to jump on there if you're not. All right, we got the Denver Nuggets taking on the Miami Heat. Miami Heat tonight, you guys. Denver Nuggets opened up at -2.5. It jumped up crazy to -6.5 now that we have Dragic out. Dragic is out of the lineup tonight, and we know how the Miami Heat started losing really, really, really bad. Like they were slumping without Dragic. They were slumping. They definitely couldn't cover any spread. Oh my goodness! And then Denver, my poor babies, y'all are just heartbreaking, y'all. Killing me. The last 2 games, they were embarrassed by the Warriors last game. They got blew out by Boston on Sunday. You guys, is it not their spot tonight? They kind of making me feel like the Dallas Mavericks right now. Denver Nuggets, I don't have them officially, but I really wish I would have caught this line where it opened up at. I might just take a money line and money line them with the Warriors or something because I feel like this is their night tonight. I feel like the Nuggets bounce back tonight. Poor Jamal Murray
tore his ACL
last game against the Warriors. That's heartbreaking because I felt like Denver were good and they were gonna go so far. I still feel like they're gonna be good. They're gonna be in the playoffs, but the hopes that I have for them is just a little lower without Jamal Murray, man. What do you got for this game, babe?
Next man up. It's got to be next man up. You got the MVP in Jokic. You had dreams of being a finals team. You were in the Western Conference Finals last year. Jamal went down. We all know he went down. But you ain't make that trade for Aaron Gordon to feel sorry for yourself. Michael Porter Jr. is his full season back.
He got to step up.
He been balling.
He has, but he got to keep it going. And Aaron Gordon and them, man, y'all gotta.
I think Denver wins this one. I just think Miami's just too banged up, and they going into the altitude. But when I look at this roster, man, Monty Morris is a point guard. He can start, but he's coming off the bench to get that second unit. Who's gonna need the first unit? It's gonna be okay with these guys here. They've been playing without Jamal Murray as of late.
Yeah, they have.
But now
they've lost the last. Well, Jamal was in the last game at first, but they lost. They got blew out by Boston.
They got some guys here on this bench that could make an impact. Millsap back. Green Monty Morris was out for a while, and they started playing McGee as of late. So PJ Dozier probably get some playing time too. He's been playing a lot lately. It's Denver. Denver or nothing.
Denver or nothing for sure. Denver or nothing for sure. And the defense. I think that Miami's going to try to slow down this game with their defense tonight, and the under is looking like it could be a play.
See, Miami is already super Miami is one of the best conditioned teams in the league. Mm-hmm. They got a body fat limit that they have over in Miami, so they stay conditioned, but they just banged up. No point.
You think they'll be able to hold the Nuggets down a little bit to where the under can kick in, or
I mean, they could. I'm looking at how they match up, and I'm looking probably to attack him with Will Barton because he do a lot of playmaking. But Jokic,
because what made me think the under would be in play is I looked at the under and it's like so low. It's set 209. So with it being that low, I'm thinking, they're thinking it's going to be a low scoring game. So
that's because Miami is ranked like at the end of the league in offense, and they play better offense with Dragic, but now Dragic is out. Offensively, they're bad.
I think this could be under you guys. I'm not on anything officially for that game, but I do lean, heavy lean to the Nuggets tonight. And check out that under. Y'all check out that under. You know what I'm saying? See what that's looking like. Let me know what y'all think about that under tonight, you guys. I'm trying to get some bread, man. I'm trying to get this bag. I don't know what y'all trying to do. You feel me? We got the Sacramento Kings taking on the Washington Wizards tonight. The line opened up at Washington -1.5. Now it's sitting at Washington -2.5. So it's moved in the favor of Washington. Man, what Westbrook and Beal together, man, they fired up the Jazz, bro. I don't know how they are off an upset win, though. I should have checked that trend out. Because a lot of people are probably on Washington tonight because Sacramento Kings have been so bad lately. Oh, my goodness. They are a baby out there. They are a baby out there. They're getting punished, man, night after night after night. How long is this streak going to go on for?
I just seen something that just made me go all the way. I already made a play on Washington, but now Rashawn Holmes is out. You might get Whiteside, but Holmes is a good defensive. He a two-way player, where Whiteside will get a lot of that too. But they're down a man today, and Buddy Hield is questionable.
They punished the Jazz, man.
And that scares me.
They punished the Jazz.
That scares me because
that was a big win.
They've been streaking, losing.
Yeah.
The Kings been losing, and that shit got to stop.
It's gonna come to an end one night. I hope it ain't tonight for your sake and all y'all other sakes.
Another thing is that make me go to Washington is they trying to make them play. They trying to make the playoffs, and out of nowhere they're right there.
I think, look, man, just looking at this game, like, the public better is automatically going to be like Washington, period, because the Sacramento has been ass. They've been losing game after game after game, and Washington went out there and beat the Jazz, the Utah Jazz. They didn't take it lightly on them at all.
But I called that, man, because I remember I said that he got some beef. Russ had beef with them.
You did say that. I don't think you said that on here, but you did tell me that. But this is what keeps me off the game. I don't like taking teams when they're off an upset win. I just don't like taking them the next game because I feel like the average public bettor is going to be pounding that team because of what they seen the night before, and I like to fade the public. That's just something I like to do. So I'm staying off this game. I don't have an official play. You're going Washington Wizards.
I took Washington.
The Kings, ain't no telling when they're going to show up. That's another thing that scares me about this game. Tonight they can be at home off all of those losses and decide, even without Rashawn Holmes, this is our night. And then we like, what's going on, Bill? What's going on, Westbrook? Why aren't y'all? We don't got time. Like I said, prayers for you guys. Everybody that's taking the Washington Wizards tonight because, look, they supposed to win this game. They're supposed to win this game.
Washington, you remember when they traded Russ? They were supposed to be a good team. This is supposed to be Russ going back to play with Scotty Brooks. This is supposed to be Russ going to the East finally and wreaking havoc in the East. Bradley Beal said he didn't want to leave. They were hit hard with COVID earlier in the season. Now everybody's back. They've had time to gel. I know Beal's been banged over the hip, but Russ been getting them triple doubles again. Now Beal was up there leading scorer in the league. The rookie of Asia, Rui Hachimura, as of late been playing pretty good. They just a hotter team. They got some momentum. They got some steam. They in the playoffs. They trying to make the playoff run, man. I mean, Washington right now in the playoffs, getting that 10 spot, you in the play-in game. Right now, 20-33. The Bulls, 22-31. You can make it in there. The Pacers right above. They've been playing bad basketball. I mean, let's look ahead. Let's see where their schedules look at. Washington got the Pelicans up next. Probably, man. I already took Washington. I'm going Washington, man. It's Washington nothing. Sacramento got Phoenix up next. The streak goes on because if they start winning, they might beat Phoenix. Then they got Dallas. Yeah, it's looking bad. I'm going Washington.
You say he is looking bad.
I'm going Washington here. It's better team, hotter team. Luke Walton is a bum. He can't coach. Still a money. I don't even know, man. Yeah, it's Washington for me.
All right, babe. So, run down your picks for tonight. What do you got?
Cleveland +3. I'm going Cleveland +3. Hold on, let me pull it up here. So I seen some shit on here today. I'm gonna go Cleveland +3. I think I might jump on Dallas. I might.
No, I need your official plays or leans. Like, so you lean Dallas.
I'm leaning Dallas. Brooklyn, I took Brooklyn at 8.5. The Knicks at +2.5. Chicago -9.5. The Pistons +10.5. San Antonio -2. Dallas -1.5. I do have Dallas.
Oh, you got Dallas.
Yeah,
you caught them at 1.5 though.
Yeah.
I caught the Dallas line at 3. Look, guys, that's my only official play today. Dallas -3. I do lean towards the Cavs now that we went over that game officially on the channel. I also lean towards, who was the other lean that I had? The Nuggets. Strong lean towards the Nuggets. I think that they bounce back tonight and get a win and cover the spread. And I like the Warriors money line. I think I lean towards the Knicks as well. So my only official play is the Mavs, but you guys take those leans. You guys hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, show us some love, show us some support, and we'll see you guys the next time we tune in. Peace and blessings and love and good luck on your best tonight, you guys.
All cap.